Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that SureWinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a SureWinder.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Torsion Talk podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and I am super excited to share with you some of the freaking chaos and something that I've learned from it. And I think we all deal with this at some point as a business owner. And I think this lesson hopefully can be taught by me and hopefully received by you. So let's jump in. I want to tell you a little bit about what I've been through. So about 3 weeks ago, I had heart surgery and had a artery that was partially collapsed, and we had a 90% blockage. So we had to put a stent on each side, blow it up. And quite frankly, like after the surgery, I felt great. Like I was walking around and I was up and out, and I wanted to be out of the hospital as quickly as possible. I couldn't sit still. That gave me like a little bit of false hope. I think when I came home, physically, I felt fine. Mentally, I struggled horribly for probably, I don't know, a week or two. And right when I felt like I was starting to hit stride, my wife tore her meniscus. It's a tendon around the knee. So, I kind of brushed it off like, oh, she'll be all right, because we didn't know it was torn at first. Just thought she hurt her knee. But then like a couple of days went by and it got gradually worse. So we ran to the MRI place, and they did an MRI, called us on a Sunday. This was this past Sunday, and told us that she had a torn meniscus. So we called and scheduled an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon and had them come in, talk to us. After evaluating everything, they tested her knee, gave her a cortisone shot, and we're supposed to leave for vacation tomorrow. Today's July 4th, by the way, when I'm recording this. Happy July 4th, by the way. But what's truly happened is for the past week, I've really struggled because I have all these commitments with work. I have all these commitments with, I've got commitments at church. I've got commitments with my son. I've got commitments with my wife. We have a dog, and we have a house that's got to be cleaned and taken care of. And with my wife down, I'm responsible for all those things. And it just made me think about like how we prioritize things, how we view things, how we commit to things. And so I put some thought into this, and I've got what I believe to be a good outline that should be able to help you guys see something that I didn't see. So I'm hoping to deliver some value today. But I'm just gonna say, like, it's total chaos over here. I'm not in control, not doing good, by the way. So I think a lot of this boils down to like overcommitment for me, and it could be different for you, but I think what I realize is that more is not better. Just because I can doesn't mean I should, type of thing. I think I also have like a little bit of a problem, when I look inward and really challenge myself. I enjoy working, and I just found myself the past few weeks also looking for a facility to start a soccer training facility, right? Like, never done that before in my life. My kid's really big into soccer. I see the opportunity, but you're going to commit to $100,000 rent every month, and commercial real estate's on the verge of a collapse right now. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, just because I can doesn't mean I should. And I feel like that's been, maybe I'm chasing a dopamine hit just from like doing things and accomplishing things. And quite frankly, like, a lot of the things I do are very successful. My door company's successful. My marketing agency is hugely successful. The podcast, I mean, it drives us leads for marketing and consulting and GDU. We do very well with it. We got a lot of listeners. People reach out to me all the time, tell me how great it is. Love that. The problem is, and shout out to our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. The problem is, I struggle saying no to things because I think I love the adrenaline rush of almost failing and winning. And that is hard for me to swallow because maybe I'm putting my family and myself at unreasonable risk, things that don't need to be there. So I told you guys I spent some time like evaluating and taking a look at what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And I want to go through three things that I've taken away from this. Um, I think it's important for you to do an audit on your schedule, but your commitments rather, not your schedule. So we talk about business, family, church, community, self-care. Like, for me, I'm about to go out to the pool. It's July 4th, and I'm going to soak in some sun and swim and, goof off. But like, if I don't get a certain amount of downtime, then I'm no good in my on time. So I know that I have to prioritize self-care, and I haven't had any in like 3, 4 weeks, right? I've got a sauna that we've broken down and moved to another room. It hadn't been put back together. And that's huge for me. Like, I really enjoy doing that. It relieves a lot of stress. I love to be in community and socialize. Not a lot, but a little bit here and there. I need that disconnect and be able to goof off and say stupid stuff to other guys. Church is like, I thrive when I'm in church, and when I miss it, I feel like um my week doesn't start out the same. And I miss it a lot because of soccer and other commitments. For whatever reason, soccer just seems to be one of those things that they play a lot on Sunday mornings. Like, my family time, we're all over the place. So it's really hard to get us all four together. Um, so I try to prioritize time with each one of the kids and my wife. And I think both, like, as you're developing as a family, if you're healthy, you're probably doing a good job of this. But what I find happens to us, and what I find happens to other people, is that we have a tendency to deprioritize our spouses and focus more on our kids, right? And in the business, like, for whatever reason, we feel like sometimes that that's the most important thing, like, because no one else can do it. It's kind of like when your wife doesn't want you doing the dishes because you always do it wrong. This is, think, like how we feel. We just we just want it done right. Like we this is our baby. This is our pride. This is what we pour our heart and soul into. But it shouldn't be the reason you don't go on vacation or spend time with family or go to church or, take care of yourself. So when we look at all those things, like business really should be close to the bottom. But we're being told by like Gary V and this hustle community that like we got to grind it out. We got to be, we got to be first in, last out. We got to be at the front of the line. We got to be, we got to be hustling 24/7. And I don't know, like I think there are times for that. When you're in your 20s, I feel like that's grind time, maybe even early 30s. But when you like settle down and get married, or like you find Christ or you whatever religion you have, and you understand that you need self-care like mental, physical, you got to take care of your body, you got to eat right, you got to work out. Like I feel like my whole life I have just worked and then slid in these things as I could. And in reality, I feel like I've kind of not done the priority that I should.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for Quiet Hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
So I'm going to ask you to rank those things: business, family, church, community, self-care, and anything else that's important to you. And self-care can be like going out with the boys or, you know, the girls, if you're a lady listening. Um, whatever it is. I don't know. Like yesterday I went and got a massage. I get a massage every month. I've had a massage every month for like, I don't know, almost every year for the last 15 years. I started in software because I was traveling a lot and my hips would lock up because I'd be on long flights all the time. And so when I got back, I would have to go and get my hips like worked out. Um, you got to figure out like what must truly be done by you. Like no one can go to church for you. No one can spend time with your family for you. Um, there are people that could probably help you with self care, and you definitely have people that can help you with your business. So, what can be done by you versus what can be paused or outsourced or removed completely? And the phrase I said earlier, just because I can doesn't mean I should. And I think we need to realize that we get a little bit too cocky. Like I'm having great success with everything that I do, all my events, all this stuff. And I make these huge risks, like signing $200,000 contracts and all this stuff. And then I got to go out and sell all these tickets. Maybe we get too cocky with it. I'm not sure. All right. Tip 2, build margin into your calendar. Schedule off unexpected things that need to be addressed. And protect one full day with no meetings, no calls, or urgent tasks. These are things that like you can spend that day, go into the gym, making sure you get your gym time in. Maybe you go in late that day, you spend time with your staff, like not meetings, but just like spending time. Maybe take one to lunch, whatever. Have date night with your wife that night. Like pick a day. And then I think it's really important when you're building margin into your calendar, like you can block off the days you're going to work out, when you're going to eat meals, and even like pick out your clothes just to like reduce the mental load. And number 3, prepare for the unexpected. So this is something that like I've been feeling a lot of stress lately, and I'm going through this exercise that's like, okay, what is stressing me out? And then I verbally say out loud what I'm stressed about, right? So I'm stressed about my wife's knee, and we got to go on vacation, and it's, going to be difficult. And the last thing you want for vacation is for it to be difficult. And I want her to feel loved and appreciated, but also know that she's not going to be able to do everything that the family's going to be able to do. So I'm going to prepare, for this trip and try to prepare for the unexpected. But like at work, I think what happens when you can't be the leader of the company, like what happens when you're out of work for like 2 or 3 weeks and you're not present. Those are the things that I think we need to think about. And I think we need to have plans in place for like what happens when you're out, who's in charge, who makes what decisions. And then like the preparation thing with the food and all that, like I just feel like preparation is the key to almost everything. But how do you prepare for unexpected drama? Right? I don't know that you can, but mentally, like creating that buffer. So I want to just say something because this is something I've dealt with for the past few weeks. Um, like if you guys are dealing with like mental stress, right? Where um you're questioning everything, you're not making fast decisions, you feel stuck, whatever it is, like I just want you to know that first and foremost, you're not alone, right? Like a lot of people are there, and you need to take care of you first. Like there's this thing going on with like home service companies where I see business owners hardly being able to function mentally, but still pressing through because they're afraid of what their team's going to think. Like we got to get past that. We just have to. mean, you are so important to your business, but you are zero value if you aren't taking care of yourself, your mental health. So I'm going to challenge you to be a good steward of your energy and time. Surround yourself with people who pour into you. I want to challenge you to go get some blood work done, bro, chick, whoever you are. Go get some blood work done. Get your thyroid checked. Get your testosterone. Everything. Get all your vitals. Get everything checked. I do that once every 3 months. For guys, I can tell you, feel like trash. You'll be slow to make decisions. You'll have brain fog if your testosterone's too low. And there's so many things. Like, I just think that it's important for us to be proactive with stuff. I found out about my heart 2 years ago. I drug it out, but I knew about it. But that surgery was a breeze. And if I would have known, it would have been so simple. I would have done it a long time ago. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your July 4th. And if you ever need anybody to pray with you or whatever, just hit me up. I'll gladly chat with you. I'm on vacation this week as you guys are listening to this, so do not call me. I'm probably going to be on Do Not Disturb anyway. Probably won't be checking much of social media. I'm going to try to purge my phone and my computer. I'm going to try to finish my book, and that's about it, bro, chick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If it hit home for you, let me know. I want to encourage you. I want to bless you. And I think that more people out there deal with these things like I do. And I just want you to know that you're not alone and there's a better way. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Take care.